Hey, yo, what's up, yo? This is KLA Cloud the Wanderer about to give it to you once again. And yeah, man, this video it's a tribute to Sunman. I just realized this been like the 40th anniversary of the superhero. And I don't think not that many people know about Sunman. And this was um something created by this woman. Her name was Ela Eason, and she was a mother driven to provide a positive image for her son. So, in 1985, she created Sunman, a black American superhero character for her son and other children like him. Eason saw the need for more relevant black toys for the unreserved black children at Play Market. Eson came up with the concept of Sunman after her son, Monique Poirier, at age 3, said he could not be a superhero because he was not white, because Eli wanted to directly attack the issue of her son, I'm sorry, of a son's skin color, sorry, as being the limiting factor in his perception. She researched and discovered that melanin is what makes skin dark. Therefore, she decided to make that a positive characteristic and have all of Sunman's powers come from his skin. She gave him the name Sunman to reflect that the sun has energy and exposure to it can darken your skin. While researching the influence toys have on children's perception of themselves and the meaning of toys in early childhood development, Ela met with Dr. Kenneth Clark, who, with his wife Mamie, was famous for conducting the Black Doll study that led to the 1954 Brown versus Board Education decision to desegregate public schools. In that study, dolls were used to reveal that segregation caused African American children to have a feeling of inferiority as to their status in the community. Dr. Clark helped Ela understand the psychological importance of positive representation in toys, and their ability to convey significance in societal roles. He supported her belief that black boys needed black superhero toys to see themselves as powerful. He added that his doll study showed that a feeling of inferiority affects the motivation of a child to learn. Yeah, I'm reading this from the Sunman Rulers of the Sunman website, but you want to check it out. We're gonna go into that. So yeah, so let me show some slides of my boy slide of Sunman, you know. Yeah, so Yeah, man. Yeah, growing up, I came across Sun Man, while it was a newspaper and it was an article about it, and that's when I knew about it. And yeah, so Thundercats and He-Man, Masters of the Universe, they was a big thing, especially me growing up as a kid. He-Man, you know, I would say it played a big part, in you know, in in a lot of kids' childhood, especially like in the '80s. And I came across this in the newspaper. You know, this this woman, she wanted to have black representation of for black kids. So yeah, man, this is the site. We you know also partnered with Mattel, you know. So yeah, and it's funny because last week they they had like the 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 review on Masters of the Universe that's coming next year. So yeah, so I could read a little bit of that, and fans of Masters of the Universe may not have to wait much longer to get a glimpse of the long-awaited live-action adaptation. Reports are surfacing that test screenings for the movie are happening tonight, and the first reaction sounds incredibly positive. According to Haymania.com, screenings audiences in New Jersey and California get in to see an early unfinished version of the film. The cut reportedly includes incomplete visual effects, but that's not stopping those in attendance from forming early opinions. One of the first reactions came the John Campea show, where Campea shared what he heard from a trusted source. I talked to somebody who has seen He-Man, who has seen it in its early stages, and they said it's amazing. And this isn't somebody who got any dark in it. This is amazing. They said they were totally shocked, completely surprised, but they said it's amazing. That's quite an endorsement. The first Masters of the Universe teaser trailer is reportedly on the way soon, possibly as early as next month, and details about what it shows have already started to leak. One leaker claims the teaser will feature Nicholas Galitzine as Prince Adam and Camilla Mendes as Taylor, with the motion capture character seen in earlier set photos confirmed to be Cringer, not Beastman. The footage reportedly ends with Prince Adam raising his sword and changing him into He-Man. And they said, they've been not so good on superhero movies lately. And I remember back in 1987 when they did the Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. It really wasn't all that great. Yeah, so yeah. But I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to see it. Later on, I did see it, but when I think, yeah, when I was a kid, I thought it was cool, because it was He-Man and stuff like that. But you see it you see it later on. It's like, I don't know. They probably do need to do a reboot. But they said that from they said that it been having like it has like some positive feedback on it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I would love for them to do like an animated version of Sunman, and then coming up, Sunman wasn't like as popular as He-Man, you know. At one point it died out, you know. So yeah, I want you wanted to show. Did I show the website? That Let me show it again. So this is the website, Rulers of the Sun. Check it out. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I would say Masters of the Universe inspired um this woman to come up with Sunman. It's been 40 years. I didn't realize it was 40 years of Sunman. So yeah, I just now realized it. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I don't want to make it long, but yeah. So I just wanted to make an acknowledgement of Sunman. So you could and make a comment if what it, I mean if you grew up knowing about Sunman, what's your thoughts about it? You know, um, yeah, black representation. I mean, they I mean, I would say that it 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 needs to do better. Having their own superhero. Now they're doing like they they doing like that black, no, not race swapping thing. That's what I meant to say. They got black Superman. You want to see more originality, that type of stuff. Back in the days, Sunman, I would say it was originality. I mean, it was inspired by Masters of the Universe, but it still had that originality, and you don't see that too many original things. Unless if it's like independent um, comic book writers and artists and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it short though, but yeah.